Hello, everybody. Welcome to a surprise match. Fandom fights. You just saw the last one standing. You just saw Brittani win the last one standing. And, well, she's here now to cash in and to play. I went upstairs. I shaved. I threw on a sweatshirt because I was getting chilly. But, you know.
But you can tell it's immediately after because I'm wearing the same thing and I look the same.
Yep, exactly. Exactly the same. This is going to be nuts. Brittani cashing in immediately to play Joe. It happened twice last year. Two of the most incredible matches in Fandom Fights history. Will we see it again tonight? I don't know. But I'm sure tensions are high. Nick, what do you think of the matchup?
My tensions are high.
Yeah, it's good that we just have these title matches laying around ready to go.
Right.
Because otherwise we couldn't have done this. So we're going to go talk to the players right now in the promos.
New faction, new year, hopefully different result. Let's play.
Yeah. Surprise.
New faction, new year, same result.
Let's play.
Short and sweet, to the point. Nick,
My favorite.
let's get into it. Round number one. How's it going to work?
Round number one is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once the players see the question, they'll have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct from round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 4 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of this here title match. Players, any questions as we get into round number one?
Good luck, Brittany.
Yep. Good luck, Joe.
Alrighty then. Your first question will come in the category of Disney animation. Your question is, in Encanto, while Mirabel tries to talk to Luisa about the magic fading, she is trying to corral, carry, and put away what specific kind of animals?
You an animal fan?
Yeah, in general.
It's fair.
Used to watch the Discovery Channel when I was a kid.
Five,
It was a good
4,
time.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brittany, let's go to you.
Said donkeys.
And Joe?
Donkeys.
Donkeys is correct. So your next question is in the category of DreamWorks animation. What is the real first name of the character Lucky Prescott in Spirit Untamed?
How tame would you say you are right now?
Right now, at this moment?
Yeah.
I'm like a 6 out of 10.
Okay. How about Bucky?
I'm pretty excited right now. I'm not going to lie.
What about Bucky?
5. Oh, he's full 10. 3,
Always.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Sarah.
And Brittany.
Is it Fortuna?
Fortuna is correct. So Brittany will get the 1 point lead, making it 2-1.
Star Wars should have made me remember that.
Your third question will come in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Terminator Genesis?
Granny Smith.
Yeah. I want to say something about the last question, but I won't in case future questions.
Fair. 5,
Just remind me to tell you after.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany.
Said Lauren Belf.
And Joe.
Brian Tyler.
Lauren Belf is correct. All right, your next question is going to come in the category of Marvel. Which Marvel film features the characters Dan Lewis, Maria, and Mrs. Chen? We know somebody in the community with the name Chen.
Who?
Who?
Yeah.
What are you, an owl? 5, 4.
No, Colin. The Who. The Who is our next name.
Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Venom.
And Brittany.
Venom.
Venom is correct. What is next, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of American Spies. In Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, which member of Ethan's team misses his stunt scaling the outside of the Burj Khalifa and swinging back through the window?
Oh, man. What's the most stunt-like thing you've ever done?
I've jumped off a pretty tall cliff into some water.
5. That is pretty intense. 3,
It was
2,
scary.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany
I think it's wrong. I said Brant.
and Joe.
Benji.
Benji is correct. So Joe will cut into the lead a little bit. No perfect rounds, making it 4-3. Your next question is in the category of Law and Order. In Die Hard with a Vengeance, what does McClane pretend to be reaching for when he grabs his gun to shoot the fake cops in the elevator at the bank?
Do you like this one?
Ooh, go ahead, sir.
What'd you just buy?
I just watched this, is what I said.
Oh, my question was, do you like this one? So
I do.
great.
I'm a fan.
Do you like it with a vengeance?
3. Not that much. 1, pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Gum.
And Brittany.
Oh, no. I said elevator button.
Both incorrect. We're looking for a lottery ticket.
Jeez.
So, Nick, what is next?
New
Your
stuff.
next question comes in the category of the Worlds of DC. Who plays the hero Atom Smasher in Black Adam?
Atom.
This movie feels like it needs a theme song with like Black Adam. Down with the Black Adam. Black Adam.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat question.
Okay, that is going to be a repeat for Joe.
Question again. Who plays the hero Atom Smasher in Black Adam?
You know, and that only other thing we've recorded so far this season, the last one standing, I've been really bad with keeping track of repeats for some reason. Don't know why I've been doing this to myself. So
It was quite a strange format for repeats.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany.
Might be close. I said Noah Centurino.
Ooh, and Joe.
Just got it. I didn't have the time. I had Noah.
Noah Centino.
Oh, darn.
Brittany was really close.
One more second.
So Brittany remains in the lead 4-3 as we get into your next question in the category of Middle Earth. Which dwarf in Thorin's company uses a long metal device as a hearing aid throughout the Hobbit trilogy? Not to be confused with the Die Hard trilogy, which is not even a trilogy.
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess so.
No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Joe.
Oin.
And Brittany.
Oin.
Oin is correct. Brittany maintaining that 1-point lead. What is next, Nick?
Your penultimate question comes in the category of DC. Which DC film features the first attack of the main villain taking place in a parking garage?
Garages are scary.
Are they?
Yes. Can be.
Sure. They can also be like man caves.
Maybe. 5,
You wouldn't have a
3,
garage man cave.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany.
I said Batman 89.
And Joe.
Said red.
Both incorrect. We were looking for Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Out.
Oh, yeah.
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 All right, so the final question of the round is going to come in the category of horror icons. In Halloween Ends, the bullies who constantly harass Corey belong to what specific high school organization?
Did you go to high school?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Did you go to preschool?
Yeah, for a little bit.
How long?
Preschool, like 4 years. 5,
The normal amount of time.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Cheerleaders.
And Brittany.
I said marching band.
Marching band is correct. So at the end of round number 1, Nick, we have no perfect rounds, but Brittany leads by 2, 6-4. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, both challenges are still intact. Joe has 3 repeats remaining. Brittany has all 4. Let's get into round number 2. How's it going to work?
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 10 fandom categories on it. No spinners or opponent's choice per request of the champion. Even though he just found out about it just now. Crazy. Each player is going to get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you'd like to check down the multiple choice, in which case it will only be worth 1. And be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Tim, what's on the wheel today?
On your round number 2 wheel, the categories are Marvel, American Spies, DreamWorks Animation, Middle-earth, Star Trek, Law & Order, James Bond, Pixar, Worlds of DC, and YA. Brittany, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Joe?
Joe's going to get his wish. He's going to go first.
Okay. All right, so we'll bring in Alex. This is going to be the spin for you, Joe.
Thank you.
And it lands on James Bond.
Alex, thank you for being here.
Yep.
All right. Nick, will you please go ahead and give Joe his questions in James Bond?
Gladly. Joe, are you prepared for your questions in the category of James Bond?
Probably more than anything else.
All right, your first question. Which Bond film features the character Vavra, chief of a gypsy tribe?
From Russia with Love.
That is correct for 2 points. Tie game. Your second question. Who plays the title character in Octopussy?
Maud Adams.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What is the specific profession of Christmas Jones in The World Is Not Enough?
Specific's going to bother me on that one.
5, 4, 3.
A nuclear scientist.
I can accept that for 2 points. Nuclear physicist is what we had. We needed the nuclear part. So that's correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. How specifically does Bond kill Safin's one-eyed henchman at the poison plant in No Time to Die?
Uses his watch to make his eye short circuit explode.
We can accept that for 2 points. That is correct. And your final question. Roebuck, who orders a strike on the terrorist arms bazaar at the beginning of Tomorrow Never Dies, holds what rank?
Admiral.
And that is correct for 2 more points and a clean sweep of James Bond.
So Joe brings his total up to 14. Brittany's still sitting at 6. We'll bring back the wheel. And Cody for Brittany's spin. And it lands on Middle-earth.
So, yeah, you know what I said earlier.
I think you do well with it still. Depends on what we land on elsewhere, but I think the wheel's overall strong. So if you want to take another stab, you can.
I kind of want to spin again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to spin that again.
All right, this is what you're stuck with, Brittany. And it lands on American Spies.
Okay.
All right. Brittany, I'll be giving you your questions in American Spies. Are you ready?
Yep.
First question. Which American Spies film features someone paying a woman $20,000 to drive them to another country?
The Bourne Identity.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In Mission Impossible 3, Lindsay had sent Ethan a letter with what technological device hidden underneath the stamp?
A microdot.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit, Jack is severely injured in Afghanistan when what kind of transportation he is in crashes?
Helicopter.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. Who plays CIA Director Ezra Kramer in both The Bourne Ultimatum and The Bourne Legacy?
Scott Glenn.
That is correct for 2 more points in a tie game. And Brittany, your final question in American Spies. At the beginning of Mission Impossible Fallout, Ethan gets his message briefing hidden inside what classic literature?
Homer's Odyssey.
That is correct for 2 points and the clean sweep of American Spies. So, hey, didn't need to play that round. We're exactly it is
for either of us to intimidate future opponents. We did have to play that round. Okay,
that's fair. 16-14. Nick, is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
Okay, Joe still has 3 repeats. Brittany still has all 4.
That's correct.
And let's get into the round number 3. Nick, how's that going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the filmography round. We have 3 questions for each of our players at a 1, 2, and 3-point value. The question will give 2 clues pointing to a specific fandom actor or actress. If they get the question correct, they will gain the appropriate amount of points for the question. That is round number 3.
All right, so Brittany, you're in the lead. Would you like set 1 or set 2?
Do set 1.
Okay, so Joe, you are going to get set 2. I will give you your questions in set number 2, since Nick gave you your questions in round number 2. Joe, are you ready for your first question in set 2 of the filmography round?
I have a choice, really.
You don't, unless you want to forfeit. Your question is, for 1 point, who plays a Middle-earth hobbit and an MCU CIA agent?
Martin Freeman.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your 2-point question, Joe. Who voices a Pixar villainous inventor and a DreamWorks mother? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the
1.
question, please.
All right, that's your second repeat. Who voices a Pixar villainous inventor and a DreamWorks mother?
Jesus.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Catherine Keener.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Joe, your 3-point question. Who plays a Bond villain and a Predator series deputy police chief?
Robert Darby.
That is correct for 3 points. All right, so Joe gets his total up to 20. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have.
All right, go ahead and give Brittany her questions.
All right, Brittany, are you prepared for your questions in round 3?
Yep.
Your 1-point question. Who voices a DC dog and a Disney animated demigod?
Dwayne Johnson.
That is correct for 1 point. Your second question. Who plays a Worlds of DC villain and a Jack Ryan series president?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's
All right,
Brittany's
that is
first
your-
repeat.
Yep. Question again. Who plays a Worlds of DC villain and a Jack Ryan series president?
Five, 4, 3.
Don't know, Patrick Wilson.
That's unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for Kieran Hines.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Brittany, your 3-point question. Who plays a YA vampire and a Marvel mutant?
Boo Stewart. Oh. No, that's
That's
wrong.
unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for Eddie Gathegi.
Yep.
All right. So At the end of that round, I have Joe up 20-17. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right. So we're going to get into round number 4. How's that going to work?
Round number 4 is going to work like this. It is the deep cut round. We have a wheel with 8 films on it, representing 8 different films from 8 different categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each category has 5 questions written at a deep cut level. We will spin the wheel 5 times to get 5 different questions, each worth 2 points apiece, that will be answered by our competitors. Any questions as we get into?
I'm amazed we managed to watch these all in the last 5 minutes. It was amazing.
Yeah. All right. The movies on the deep cut wheel today are Goldfinger, Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Ant-Man, Predators, Man of Steel, Star Trek Insurrection, Aladdin, and Toy Story 2. So, if you guys are ready, we will go ahead and give that first spin. It's going to come from Toy Story 2. All right, guys, your question in Toy Story 2 is as follows. The intro with Buzz opens in what specific quadrant and section? That's one of those that makes me, huh?
Yeah.
I think I wrote this, actually.
Yeah, you did.
A while ago. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Gamma Quadrant, Section 4.
Okay. And Brittany.
I said the Gamma Quadrant Sector 4.
I would take both of them.
We gave you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave. That's why I didn't write it. 'Cause it was in the
Yeah.
question.
Yep.
All right, so both of them get the points,
Yep.
making it 22-19. Oh, so
It's
so
not
close. Your next spin on the deep cut wheel is from Goldfinger.
All right. Your question is: strict rules of golf state that you have how long to find your ball before costing stroke and distance?
Had a very inappropriate joke.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I don't think you. I don't. There's ladies present, Nick.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brittany, we'll go to you.
5 minutes.
And Joe.
5 minutes.
That is correct. So both gain 2 points. So we get into the next spin. And the movie for this is going to be Man of Steel. All right, guys, your question in Man of Steel is as follows. What office supply is Lois looking for right before Zod appears on TV? You have an office.
I do. It's really messy right now.
Do you share it with anybody?
I have 2 offices. And
Nice.
they're all mine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Joe
Toner.
and Brittany.
Yeah, toner cartridge.
Yep, we can accept both of those answers. So, clean sweep still going on here in the deep cut round as we get to your 4th spin, which is going to be from Star Trek Insurrection. Nick, you want to go ahead and read that one?
Absolutely. How many Baku were the Sona planning on relocating?
I hate this movie.
Why?
It's a booty.
No,
Yes.
it's great.
Baku booty. 5,
No, don't say that.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brittany
600.
and Joe.
600.
600 is correct. So right now, going into the last spin, it is 28-25 as we bring up the wheel for the last spin of the deep cut round. It's going to be from Predators. All right, your question in Predators. What does Royce use to pull Edwin and Isabel out of the pit? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Joe, we're going to you.
Chains?
And Brittany?
Oh, I said the net.
The net is correct. So Brittany gains 2 points, making it a 1-point game going into the betting round. Nick, how's it going to work?
The betting round is going to work like this. We have 5 more questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions? As we get in round 3. 5.
No.
Great.
All right. Then the first category that you can bet points on is DC. Let's get bets, starting with Joe.
2.
And Brittany.
2.
Okay, your question in the category of DC is: which DC film features 2 young boys looking at inappropriate material while one of the boys' parents are out at bingo night? What the fuck?
Oh, yeah. No.
It was a weird sentence that I just said.
Yeah.
It's probably happened, though, in real life, for being honest.
To you?
Not to me. My parents don't play bingo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Joe.
Return of Swamp Thing.
And Brittany.
The Return of Swamp Thing.
Both are correct. So 30-29. Nick, what's the next category?
Next category you can bet points on is Marvel.
Let's get bets, starting with Brittany.
2.
And Joe.
2.
What's the question, Nick?
Question is, which comedic actress appears as a girl that Ghost Rider saves from being mugged, who later gives an in-depth interview to Roxanne regarding her experience in Ghost Rider?
Cody's favorite movie.
So I've heard.
You've heard this before?
From you, in fact.
In the future, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Not anytime recently. God. 5, 4, 3.
It's been a month.
1. Pens down. Yeah, it is. Let's go to Brittany.
Rebel Wilson.
And Joe.
Rebel Wilson.
31-32, Nick, in favor of Joe. We're going to get into the next category. It's the worlds of DC. And let's get bets, starting with Joe.
Dos.
And Brittany.
2.
All right, your question in the worlds of DC. When Diana first meets Barbara in Wonder Woman 1984, she helps her do what specifically? Have you seen this film?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel that. Not a big fan.
I thought it was good at first.
Because we haven't had anything in a while.
That's
5, 4.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's Brittany's second repeat. The question again. When Diana first meets Barbara in Wonder Woman 1984, she helps her do what specifically? My computer is on low battery.
That's not good. Mine's at 100.
We'll make it through this question. And then I'll go
That's
grab
good.
my charger.
Fantastic.
Just popped up. Low battery. Your Mac will sleep soon. 5,
That's
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Pick up items she dropped.
And Brittany.
I said pick up her work.
Where are you at on this one, Nick?
Let's cut.
Brittany is correct. So Brittany will get the points. It is
Can I
33.
bring Alex in, please?
Yes, you can.
Can I just really quickly hear the exact wording of the question?
Sure. It's when Diana first meets Barbara in Wonder Woman 1984, she helps her do what specifically?
Okay, so where I'm at on this is that, like, I thought, from my understanding of the question, I would have been wondering what the action was that she does, not what she helps, like, specifically to mean what like refer to the action of picking up the items, like helping, gather up all the items, not the items that she was picking up. Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, well, the issue for me comes with the specificity itself, and then that's why I added the she dropped rather than they were knocked over by somebody else or something like that, because that's what I thought the specificity was. So I tried to be more specific. That was where I thought the question was leading.
Right.
To my understanding.
So I guess I would want to challenge, because I do believe Joe is correct.
The question was worded in a way that made it unclear as to what the specificity was looking for.
We'll be right back after this challenge.
All right, we're back from the challenge. We looked at the question. We looked at the scene. We talked to both of the managers, and the players. Basically, this question, when asking for specifically, we were looking for the action that was being done that includes helping pick up something and what the thing was. And so Brittany's answer of helping Barbara pick up her work qualified for the answer. Joe was only halfway there to the correct answer. So unfortunately, Joe will lose 2 points and Brittany will gain 2 points. That makes it 33-30, a 3-point game, 2 categories remaining. Nick, what is the fourth category?
The fourth category is YA.
Let's get bets, starting with Brittany.
2.
And Joe.
2.
All right, Nick, what is the question?
Question is, what are the first names of both of Triss's parents in Divergent? If both players hit or miss, that will be the end.
Yeah. I like this movie.
Why?
It's fun.
I'll take a repeat, please.
All right, that's going to be Brittany's third repeat.
The question again. What are the first names of both of Triss's parents in Divergent? You say you like this movie?
I hate the sequels, but I like this one.
Okay. It's a weird take, but sure.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I like the performances. 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question,
1.
please.
All right, that's going to be Joe's third repeat.
What are the first names of both of Triss's parents in Divergent?
Yeah, I think it's got a cool idea behind it. Then they just don't capitalize on any of it in the sequels whatsoever.
I'd argue it's a cool idea that's not capitalized on, starting with the first film.
That's fair. I like bad movies. We've been over this many times.
Right.
There are a lot of bad movies I dig.
That's why we do
5,
what we do.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's going to be Joe's final repeat.
What are the first names of both of Triss's parents in Divergent?
No, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't know. Maybe it's because of when I saw it. Maggie hates these movies because she read the books.
Are the books better?
Yes, apparently not very faithful. At least the sequels. I don't know about the first one, but
Interesting.
she's not a big fan. Not a big fan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Joe.
I'm wrong. Edith and Thomas.
I'm sorry, I missed it. What?
Edith and Thomas.
Okay, and Brittany.
I said Natalie and Andrew.
And your winner and new Fandom Fight Singles Champion, Brittany Tapley. The answer was Natalie and Andrew. Nick, wow. We haven't said the word new in about a year. Wow. What do you think, Nick?
Insanity. Like, these are two of the greatest players of all time. Both of them. No doubt in my mind. No question whatsoever. Listen, I'm a little glad that last question went the way it did. Maybe it makes the behind the scenes challenge of the previous question like a little bit less or a little bit dimmer in the minds, because for those obviously you didn't see it, it was a tough challenge for sure. But at the end of the day, Brittani earned this win by getting that final question. I think both players came in a little bit rusty. They've both played 2 other matches before, and in each of those matches, both of them only missed 3 questions each. Both times. They both missed more than that just in round 1. So I think there was a little dust to kick off in the off season, a little, maybe some nerves to shake. Maybe the fact that Brittani was tired because she just played a 3-hour-long event. But overall, both players played fantastically. Joe not giving up, retaking the lead in round number 3.
Yeah.
Doing what he always does, apparently, and missing 1 deep cut question every time, allowing Brittani just enough wiggle room. But at the end of the day, Joe was a fantastic champion. We have not seen the last of him, but at least for right now, begin the reign of Tapley.
Yeah. All right. So let's bring in the former champion and their manager today, Alex. Joe, Nick, take it away.
Joe, who hasn't said it? 5 defenses. All last year, there was 1 singles champion. 2021 was the year of Joe Farrelly.
2022.
Holy shit, it's 2023 now. That's fucking wild. You still played fantastic. If a match with you and Brittani doesn't at least go to the second to last question, I would think something went wrong along the way. You guys both are titans of the game. You still got 2 on Brittani, even if Brittani took the belt from you today. So how are you feeling about your performance and your run as singles champion overall?
Apologies for this video because there's a bit to say. Firstly, my performance was rusty, to say the least. I think it's been 2 months since I last played in the Fandom match, and that was against David. Unfortunately, we didn't get to play that title match because of unfortunate circumstances. But even then, it would have been about a month and a half still. Not prepping for a big, 3-hour event makes a difference. I think sometimes it kicked in towards the end, but just a couple of things like Noah Centino. I had it, but I'd already used 1 repeat, and I had Noah, and I was about to write Centino. That makes a points difference. Doesn't really affect the result. And look, let's be honest here. I did my best with that challenge. I changed papers to items. It's my fault. It's my mistake. I wasn't sure about it. I had to do what you have to do. Brittani's a deserving champion. Having worked with her all of last season behind the scenes, she more than deserves this. It's probably the reason, let's be honest.
Absolutely. Alex, stepping in, I would guess, as sort of a last-minute manager today. I think you did a fantastic job. You at least seemed to help Joe out a lot, especially during that challenge. But how do you feel about Joe's performance today?
Obviously I would have preferred the win. I hate coming in as a short notice replacement and getting the loss, but I have only ever been proud of Joe. From the day that I met him, I sent David Garcia a message. This guy is going to be a champion, and it's only a matter of time. All the props in the world. Yeah, all the props in the world to Brittani, because honest to God, when I met her, I thought the exact same thing. I'm so proud and happy of the way that she has turned into a terrific player. And
there's nothing for Alex. There's nothing for Alex to be ashamed of, because when we spoke about this beforehand, we said, look, we're probably going to be okay with the spin. It was Bond, so we were never going to spin away from that. And I said, it's a match against Brittani. We're going to need to bet 2 in every question. So there was nothing that he could have done differently.
Yeah.
It would have affected the outcome.
A couple questions go our way, and Joe probably walks out as champion. If they do it again, I'm sure that match will be incredible. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. Joe is never more dangerous than when he comes back.
For sure.
And I said player of the year. I said there was records that I wanted to get. One of those is that total points gained. So if there's a tournament coming up, I've got a better chance than just playing title matches and off title matches, because there's only about 4 of those a year.
Well, don't get too far ahead of yourself,
of course,
sir. I don't know if you know around here, but we do have a little unofficial, unwritten rule that typically 3 title defenses probably warrants an automatic rematch. So we'll talk to you after about your options for that. It will not be Brittany's next title. It won't be the very next title match Brittany plays. She'll have a defense before that. But then we'll talk to you about your opportunities with that. That's definitely something you have earned and made available to you. So, Joe, listen, congratulations on a fantastic run. A great title match. Well played. Second time you've had to, defend by surprise because someone used their last one standing shot, and you still almost walked away with the victory. You've done some fantastic stuff in this league, and I believe you have fantastic stuff ahead of you. So, Joe, congratulations. We'll see you next time for sure. As we talk to our winner today, the new champion, maybe one of my favorite reactions ever to winning a belt. Brittany, great job. Amazing job. You absolutely deserve this. Your opponent said this. I think a lot of people would agree that you've put in so much work and have become one of the most fearsome players in this division. Last year, Joe had the belt all year, but I said it at the awards that you had the highest accuracy of anyone throughout the entirety of the year. So I think you and Joe are neck and neck, and this match today really only proved that. There was a little bit of maybe some I won't call it rust because you did have, like I said, you did have 3 hours of an event to play before this, but maybe some nerves to shake off. Round 1, a lower score than we're used to seeing, maybe some quick draws in round 3. But at the end of the day, you hit points where it counted. You came out with the win. Cody looks angry as though I shouldn't be surprised this has happened. But Brittany, how are you feeling? And then we'll let Cody do a lot of the talking.
Yeah,
I'm at a loss for words.
I am at a loss for words, but I'll try and get some out. I don't talk about this too much, but for the last 3 years, I've been recovering from post-concussion syndrome. And even though I've come a long way, I still have symptoms every day. And it's been a rough go. And one of the things I did to try and get my memory back and screen time and all that was starting to play in trivia, to the point where I'd have exercises with my different therapists and stuff, with trivia questions and stuff, which is, I think, is really cool. So this actually became a part of my recovery, which is pretty cool, I think. And on top of that, this has just been a bright spot in my life for the last 3 years. And just playing in this league, really, it means a lot to me. And to finally get the win, I can't even put into words. I do want to say to Joe, I know he was a little rusty, but part of the reason I'm so good is because of you, right back at you. I study because I know you're the best and I've got to be on my A game. So all the props to Joe. And I just want to give a shout out to Tyler, who has been by my side for the last year and has helped me prep for not just this one, but the last 2 before that. And I couldn't have done this without him. And I can't ask for a better partner. And I know our relationship's still new, but I'm loving Cody as a manager. I think we have a good dynamic going. And even just helping with deep cuts and stuff, just the experience he brings, I really, really enjoying it. And lastly, I just want to thank you guys, Nick and Tim, for running this league. You guys are amazing. You guys make this all happen. I don't even know how you do it. So I just want to thank you. And it's an honor, forever how long it lasts. It's an honor to be your guys' champion. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, Brittany, we run it because of people like you and people like Joe who put their everything into it. So that makes it easy for us to run it. You guys do all the hard work at this point.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Cody, you got a champion again.
Yeah, talking about record books, manager of 3 singles champions in this league, and I don't plan to give this one up anytime soon. The rest of them all retired or went on to a different league, so Brittany, stay around for a little bit because I'm enjoying this. What I will say is, Joe got me back on the screen to do this. Last year, I sat around. Well, let's go back. 2 years ago, Brittany debuted, I think it was in Fandom. I said at the end of the year, if she's not challenged for belts next year, I would be completely shocked. She was challenging for belts last year. Joe decided to come out and make posts and everything like what me and Tim and Twohig didn't do in previous seasons. None of that mattered. It was the king of Joe because Joe didn't do that stuff when Twohig was around. Joe's a great champion, don't get me wrong. So I messaged Brittany, and I told everybody in different factions, I said, I'm going for one player only. I'm going for Brittany. And I will make Brittany a champion by the end of this year. Didn't know it was going to be in the first month of the season. this makes me look like Nostradamus, like I'm a genius. Cool. But at the end of the day, she puts so much work and so much time and so much effort into this, and she scares me with how much she knows. Like, you have always freaked me out too, but like the stuff she's able to pull. But I knew her staying next to Joe, she was never going to win, because in the competition, your friends are great, but they also, you don't want to throw the punch or you hold your shots. You got to go out there, and that's nothing against Joe. I just knew if I pulled her away, she could win because they're separated. They knew too much. Overall, just a fantastic performance. I'm proud. Again, Joe got 4 points in round one. He didn't play great. She scored 6. The questions were maybe in the newer categories were a little hard compared to like where we thought maybe. So that was the play. I still say the challenge is score the points. Points are scored. Both people get it correct. Next question he misses, we still win. So I'm confident in that, saying that did not matter in this game at the end of the day, and I'm comfortable with saying that. I thought we were over. I thought it was the 4th question when the challenge happened, and I thought we were going to win her, so I was panicking. But, yeah, great job. Can't be proud of you. And now we have Team Spelt to go for. So, and then we're going to put a T-shirt up that's Brittany 2 belts, and have a great time with it, and enjoy. He joined the Kingsman. That's your problem, Joe. Joe, you joined the Kingsman. Kingsman can't win a Fandom championship. You should leave right now. Throw the flag down, and Cole couldn't show up for your match. Leave the faction. Say, I'm going to go on my own, and you go dominate. So
fair. Well, listen, the year now looks much different than people thought it was going to look leaving last year. You've already done 2 pretty impressive things. I believe not the last of the impressive things we will see you accomplish this year, Brittany. We'll see you at your first singles title defense early in the year. Congratulations. Tim, Bo, put it on it.
It's going to be a long fucking video. This was fantastic. Great match. I think it made it more exciting that there was rust on both the players. It added to the suspense of it. It wasn't middle of the season last year where they were at Mayhem and the 2 of them were just like, holy shit, crazy. They were still holy shit crazy today, but with the rust added to the experience, I think Brittany, like there were moments in the match where I thought it was over for both of them. In round 2, when they both swept and Brittany was up 2, I was like, I don't see them missing again. Then Joe comes in, sweeps round 3, and Brittany misses 2 of them. And I was like, now Joe's going to win. So it just like the whole time, it was a crazy back and forth and a really exciting match. I couldn't be more proud of Brittany. I couldn't be more proud of Joe for doing what he did last season. Insane stuff. Absolutely great shit. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Brian for editing the last one standing portion of the video. Thank you to Nick for writing the match. Thank you to Joe and Brittany, Cody and Alex. I've been Tim. We'll see you guys for the rest of the season, starting next week. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Next week is Last One Standing Melee. Go watch that. We'll see you next time. Bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.